the Hustle and Giggle podcast.
Welcome back to Hustle and Giggle. This is episode 12, and today we're doing things a little differently. Instead of recording in the studio, we've taken a trip out to the countryside to soak up sights, sounds and atmosphere of the Bucks County show here in Weedon Park. Now, we didn't drag the microphones through the mud and sheep pens, but we did spend the morning wandering around the showground, checking out the animals, the competitions, the food stalls, and all the little moments that make the Bucks County show such a great part of the local calendar. In this episode, we're going to share what we've loved most about the day, some of the unexpected giggles along the way, and of course, a few of the hustles that caught our eye. So grab a cuppa, get comfy, and let's dive into episode 12 of Hustle and Giggle, our post-show debrief from the Bucks County show. So, before we dive into everything about the Bucks County show, we need a little squat update. So you might recall that we talked about how we were going to be doing 100 squats a day based on Karma's, what was it?
Cancer research.
Cancer research.
Yeah. That makes me feel even more guilty than I already do.
Sorry. So how are we doing? Karma, how are you doing?
I have done it. Abe is stood near me, so he can testify to this. I've had to jump out of bed sometimes to squat, but yeah, I have done 100 squats a day.
Well done,
every day
you.
Without fail.
Well done, you.
Yeah.
Is this the time I really want someone to pull a lever so that this can really drop me into deep down below of this ground because I'm dying? Right, so I have been poorly, in fairness. I did the 50 a day.
Well done.
But when we got to 100, I think I only did about 2 days of 100 because I have been poorly.
Oh.
But like you, I was jumping out of bed sometimes because it was getting near 12 o'clock and I hadn't done them. I was like, oh my God, I've got to do my squats. I actually did 50 outside the kebab shop in the high street one night that we had gone out. So if there's cameras around, that's my proof. And likewise, Kev's near us, so he can vouch for that because he thought I was absolutely crazy.
He just nodded.
But yes, so I promise you that once I'm fully better, I will continue to do 100 squats.
Outside the kebab shop?
Maybe not outside the kebab shop. No, maybe not. But I promise I will do 100 squats for 2 solid weeks as soon as I'm better.
Love it.
I
Brilliant.
promise.
Shame you're not better today because you could go for it today. But,
I will do them if you want me to.
No.
Quite happy. What about you?
I'm 200 behind. So like Leslie, I was a bit poorly the week before last, and there was a few days where I didn't do any. So I'm 200 behind, but I will get them done by the end of the month. So I will catch up. So yay.
Yeah, amazing for you to keep doing them, and all your walking you're doing.
Yeah. My legs are. I woke up at 5:30 the other morning screaming in pain with leg calf pain. So yeah, my legs are sore.
I'm not surprised.
And how long we got left? Was today 28th?
Oh, Sunday.
28th
So
today.
yeah, 28th. Yeah, 3 days.
How are you going to celebrate? I bet you're just going to carry them on, aren't you?
No, I'm going into another walk. I'm going into a walking challenge in September. So it's for dementia this time, and it's walking a minimum of 3 miles every day on average.
Oh,
so
amazing!
Yeah, so I'm just going to keep rolling the challenges on.
I
but
love that.
you don't have to join me on these challenges.
I'd like
I won't
to
Did
make
you
join
see
you.
how I'm just quiet this time? Whereas
Yeah, no.
Amanda's like, let's do it.
Not
I'm
offering
like,
you up, no.
Let's not. You can do it, Amanda. I'll join you now and again.
I'd like to do that. I would
Okay,
like to do
all right,
that.
right, you're
So
in.
before we start talking about the show, what we've seen, what we've liked and what we've loved, what have we been up to in the last 2 weeks since we last recorded our episode 11?
Gosh, where is that 2 weeks gone? It's
absolutely.
like yesterday.
Shall I go first on this one?
Yeah, why not?
Go
for
first.
it.
So we've had a party. So Sienna, that is like part of our podcast now, turned 1 last week. So we had a fantastic birthday party for her on Sunday. And then Karma and I did a brilliant walk on last Friday with the Canal Trust. So completely free, where you just register, you turn up, and they walk around wherever you obviously meet them. And we happened to walk around Tring Reservoir and load us with loads of facts. And it was amazing.
It was brilliant, wasn't it?
It was so good. So it's 4 miles. It was slower than probably we would walk, but it was brilliant. It was a lovely day. And in fact, I loved it so much that Richard and I repeated the whole thing again on Monday, albeit I went slightly wrong and we ended up doing 5 miles on Monday. Mainly because I came across a road and didn't recognise it, so we went back and actually the road was included in our walk on Friday. But hey, we did an extra mile, so that was good. Good exercise. So, yeah. What about you, Leslie?
Well, I'm just going back on the walk. That's actually a really nice thing to do, especially people that want to get out and are not quite happy getting out on their own. So I think that's a really good idea. So maybe we could tag that link in to your walk, because I will definitely be doing it next time.
Yeah.
So that if anyone does want to join us on the next one, that would be amazing. What have I been up to? Oh my goodness, I've been to the Warner's Hotel in the Cotswold, which was amazing. I had 4 days. The first day really did take it out of us, if I'm honest, because we had an Ibiza night. So we were raving as best as we can, if that's the word I can use, to top DJs, including Howard. Oh my goodness, what's his surname? I've totally forgotten it. Okay, the guy out of Take That. Jones? Howard.
No, that's he's classical
not
thingy,
Howard
isn't he?
Jones.
Yeah, who's Howard?
How bad is that? But trust me, he played some amazing DJing, which I was raving to. Then left 3 days of actually chilling, which was lovely. So I'd totally recommend the Warner's Hotel, because food's included, breakfast included, lovely rooms, lovely place, views, you would love them. We went on some electric bikes. We had fun. We had a really good time. And then we visited Diddley Squat. So which was so much fun, which sort of brings us a bit to today, to be fair, because I did wonder how much Jeremy Clarkson's done to the farming world, to whether people are more involved in the farms and everything else. But yeah, we bought some Hawkstone beer, which they sell here as well apparently, which is lovely. I tried it last night for the first time, and I'm not really a beer drinker, but it was actually quite nice. So yeah, we visited that. So that was my weekend. It was lovely.
Nice weekend.
Howard Donald.
Oh, where'd you get that
Howard
from?
Donald.
Somebody in the audience just shout that out.
Somebody in the audience, a fan of Take That,
Howard.
with his Take That t-shirt on today,
and
told
I'm
me about
so
him.
sorry, Howard. We also met Danny Ramplin, who was amazing too. But yeah, we had such fun.
Brilliant.
Really good Ibiza night. You'll be amazing how many older folk were raving along to the music.
Love
it was
it.
good.
Brilliant.
And what about you, Karma? What have you been up to in the last couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's been a busy few weeks. So we had our Alcom summer barbecue at Wendover Woods, which was lovely. The weather stayed nice. I've had a brush party, which was good fun.
Your picture was lovely.
Oh, thank you.
Really
it was like a
nice.
bay, wasn't it, with a boat in it and stuff. Yeah, good. They're good fun. They are good fun.
Where are you hanging that one? Because the other one went in the bathroom, didn't it? From memory.
It didn't go in the bathroom.
You two haven't hung yours. I've hung mine.
I don't actually know where. Where's the Eiffel Tower? I don't know where it is. I don't know. Somewhere in the house.
Very disappointing.
Brush over that.
But yeah, literally. Yeah, but that was good. I joined a walking club because I'm not walking enough during the day, so I thought I'd join a walking club. And we also went to Castle Combe and Bath on the Bank Holiday Monday, which was lovely. And I got to, I know I sent you girls this picture, but I got to stand in the middle of a field, which is where Richard III was. There was the Battle of Bosworth, and that's where he became king no more. And
amazing.
That was amazing. So yeah, I had it's been lovely, really, really full on, but lovely.
Now let's get over to the show then. So what did we think when we arrived? Oh, actually, let's go back 24 hours.
Yes.
Before we arrived, we had to have a WhatsApp conversation about what do you wear on your feet today, because it rained heavily yesterday. There have been years, I live in Weedon, so I live very close to the show, and there have been years where we've arrived and it's been very, very muddy. So we had a discussion about what to wear on our feet. We've all turned up in Wellingtons and the dry. It's so dry.
It's so dry. It's ridiculous.
Hot feet. But anyway. But what did we think when we all turned up? Karma, you've never been before, have you?
No, and you brought me in some secret back way.
Secret passage.
I came in the back way. So I think it's brilliant. It's really interesting. The first thing we saw were cows on the way in, which were just beautiful. The Highland cows are just gorgeous. And to be fair, we've only done half of it already. We've been here for 2 hours, so there's a good day's worth of looking around here.
Yeah.
I love the noise. I love the vibe. Yeah, it's really good. It's good. Yeah, lots of lovely foods that you can go and taste and drink that you can.
Which
like
we'll
Leslie and I have just done.
mention in a minute.
Yeah, it's good. Really good.
I say it every time actually, but I'm always surprised that you can put so much on on for a one-day show, and the time and the investment, and there were, because we live so close, we've seen what's been going on in the field in the last few weeks, and people were sleeping over last night, people were arriving at 4 o'clock this morning. It's fascinating, really, that they put so much into one day, but brilliant. It's really good.
Really good.
Yeah, there is a lot that goes into it, definitely. My first stall that I saw as I came in had bags on it, so I was quite interested in a new bag, but I haven't bought one yet. But like you say, we've only done half of it.
No, we're
and we've been
slacking.
here all morning,
Yeah.
so we really do need to go to the second half, and we have bought some little bits, which has been good. But yeah,
We have.
First impressions was it isn't raining.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's
when
not
we
muddy.
were told it was going to rain.
Sorry about that. I think I listened to someone on the radio this morning, not Bucks Radio, and they said it was
Radio.
muddy. So sorry about that, girls.
Yes.
But anyway,
Oh, well.
Teach us.
at least we were protected should we need to be.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do think it actually is going to rain in a
Days
little
later.
bit, so we'll get round as quick as we can for the rest of them.
Yeah. So we haven't really seen the animals, and we haven't
No,
really
we
seen any of
haven't.
the competitions, have we? So I think
No.
that's probably something we'll do after we finish recording here. But apart from the cows, did you see?
No,
the
there's a
animals?
giant tortoise, I think,
Oh,
over there.
just next to us.
Yeah, can you see it now?
I can see it from there here.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I used to have a tortoise when I was young.
I'm sure it weren't that big.
No, my sister and I had Bill and Ben when we were young, and my sister dropped, because you know they go into hibernation.
Yeah.
My sister dropped hers, sorry, because he's a he, literally as it came out of hibernation, and its shells broke, but it was fine. It was absolutely
wow.
fine. But, oh my gosh, I've seen that on social media, and oh gosh,
huge.
we must go and have
We
a
need
look
to get
afterwards.
over there.
Oh,
don't we?
we'll have to little
We can
stroke.
have a ride on that, it's so big.
Well, I was talking about stroking it, and you're talking about riding it. I mean, really? I mean, what can I say, Rich? I was thinking, Amanda, as your marketing guru, I did have a question for you, actually.
Okay.
How would you market a cow or a sheep? I'll give you the options of the both online. Just quick fire question. She's
Okay.
not prepared for this.
Brilliant.
I would certainly do some video content because it's always good to bring something to life. I would talk about some facts about each of them because, again, it's good to share some insight. And it's great because people wouldn't necessarily know about that, so that's really good. And I would I'd do some funny photos with it. So something that engages people, something that gets people interested, and something that gets people's attention with a video. That's exactly what I would
Brilliant.
And which one would you have? Which one would you prefer? The sheep or the cow?
do. Cow.
Really?
Yeah, cow. Much prefer cows to sheep.
That says it all.
Moving on.
Moving on.
And what about food and shopping and stuff? Because I know we've obviously moved around a couple of the food marquees, which have been amazing. What are your thoughts? What have we brought?
Yes, well, we started off having a little burger this morning, Kev and I. I'm sure he was the first person to the drinks bar this morning. Say no more. And actually, we've picked up some amazing curry sauces,
We
which
have.
we did taste.
Yeah.
So they're called Mia's curry sauces, and they're in the food tent as you come in. And yeah, the lady was lovely. So we've got them to try, haven't we?
We have,
bought
yeah.
ourselves some all together.
And I
So,
think
yeah,
we've
I'm
got different
excited.
ones, which is good. So
I think we
have
went to different levels of spice.
Interesting to compare them. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that's my shout out. So let's, I can't wait to taste them if I'm honest.
Okay, so mine isn't food. Although I did buy a pair of cheese socks for my nephew.
Making out there for someone else, but really should have them on at midnight tonight.
No, I've said it out loud. I've got to give them to him, haven't I? But maybe they might have an accident and end up on my feet. But we found a beautiful cocktail area instead, Prince cocktails. And Leslie and I tested quite a few, didn't we?
We did. We kept breaking the little cup and then he kept filling them with some more.
But that was lovely. So we've each bought one. So I've bought dragon fruit mojito, and Leslie's bought a porn star martini. So you thoroughly recommend that. Yeah, lovely stall. Beautiful cocktails. Yeah,
really
could've
nice.
bought loads,
We got some bits from the Farm Deli in. They're usually based in, or they are based in Winslow, but they're obviously here today. We quite often pop there. It's amazing. It's a really nice deli, and we picked up a couple of bits from there, which was lovely. So we'll look forward to eating those later.
Brilliant.
So and we've still got loads of time to shop afterwards. So I'm sure we'll pick up some more as well.
I'm sure we will be spending on something.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing that I liked actually was I do some work with Mott's Travel, and they're here today, and they've got their executive coach, which actually I went on when I was in their offices, which I've never seen a coach like it. So it's the most executive coach I've ever seen in my life, as in, the old days, the straight seat at the back of the coach.
Yeah.
This is actually a half circle. There's absolutely. There's charging points on every table. It's amazing. You will never believe it unless you go and have a look at it.
Hold on, I think, can we go and look around?
Yeah, can we have a look? Can you get us in if you do?
Oh, no, anyone can go and have a look at it
riding the
today.
tortoise. We'll go and
exactly. So, shout
Go and
out,
stroke the seat.
shout out to Mott's Travel and Crusader Holidays, because their coaches are amazing.
Bless you. There's quite a few people that we know that are at the show actually today. So we've got Porter Paws, so Debbie at Porter Paws with her team Maria. So they're obviously who my little Bentley Boo gets trained by, who has absolutely done an amazing job because he's just great. So they're here today, and there's quite a few people, aren't there, that we bumped into.
Yeah.
So
I always find that though when you come here. I always find, because it's like a big meet. Isn't it the biggest county show in Buckinghamshire?
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know whether it's just Buckinghamshire, but lots and lots of people come to it. So I always definitely find that you're bumping into people you know, and people that you know from either networking or friends, family, and people that are on the stalls. So and shout out to them, because a lot of those people are volunteers.
Yeah, because you're
Florence is here.
And you know the lady from Florence.
Florence Nightingale.
Yeah.
I do know the lady who I stand next to at Aqua every Tuesday. Bless her, she's brilliant. So it's great. It's been good meeting people.
Yeah,
Definitely.
well, Dorothy's there. She's given out a leaflet. She's a lovely character. She's so sweet. And so she's from a networking group, Bob's Networking. So we're got a lot of networking people around.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's lovely to see everyone.
And what about people watching then? Because it's definitely one of those places where you've got such a mixture of people. It's great looking at, people lots of people walking around with dogs, actually, we were saying earlier. In fact, I just spotted one now. Lots of people walking around with dogs. But it's great just watching people, isn't it? And it's great watching people in their attire. There's a man walking towards me now who's very dressed up. I suspect he's a judge or an official. He hasn't just come for the day.
No.
He used to be Deputy Prime Minister.
Did he?
Oh, is
wow.
that who he is? I didn't recognise him. Oh, so I know who that is. He lives in,
He's David, isn't he? He's David. Hi, David.
Come along to the podcast, David. Hi, David.
Yes, I know David. He knew my sister very well. And
it's amazing who you meet.
We share the sauna together at Nuffield sometimes, so I know him very well with no clothes on too.
Oh my goodness me.
Well, he has got clothes on. He's okay, I'll stop.
Sorry, David's wife.
He's such a nice man.
Do we want to talk about anything else about any people that we may have seen, or should we just move slowly on from there?
We might have to.
So where are we heading to then? So where are we going to head to when we finish recording? Where do we think we might head to? Apart from obviously the tortoises.
Yes,
tortoises.
definitely
Do you say
the
tortoises, or do you
tortoise.
say torta?
Tortai?
What do you say? What do you say?
Tortoises,
I might say
I think it is plural, doesn't it? Tortoises.
Yeah, that sounded
Tortoises.
wrong.
Yeah.
So apart from the tortoises, where else are we going to head to after we've finished
Well, I'm
recording?
dying to see the Mott's Travels bus, so I need to see that towards after we've gone to the left-hand side.
And I want to go and see some of the animal shows.
Yeah.
Is that the right word?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll try and do them, and then maybe we can report back after on our next one.
Yeah. Absolutely. Brilliant. So what have we got coming up? What have we got coming up then after finishing at the Bucks show today? What have we got coming up ourselves before our next podcast? Leslie, what have you got coming up?
I'm really excited about this weekend, actually. So on Saturday, I am going to Beaconsfield to the Crazy Bear to have afternoon tea. Not that I'm going to be very posh, because you know me with a bit of Prosecco. So it's, bottles of Prosecco and afternoon tea with 6 other lovely ladies who are so special. And
Can I just stop there? On the radio yesterday, they were talking about bottomless and afternoon teas, and they were saying actually that do you literally get unlimited amount or do they stop you? And there was a real mixture of people ringing in about it, and some people were saying you get unlimited but you have to go to the bar and get your next bottle, and there's always usually a queue, so that's the time that's delayed when you get an hour and a half to drink as much as you like. Other people were saying actually, I think it was somewhere in the north, it was in Wales, they get 3 hour, whereas we tend to get 90 minutes, don't we, at Boston?
Yeah, 2 hours.
So, it was interesting.
Wow.
When you said that, I'd forgotten that. I'd listened to that on the radio yesterday. There was a call-in about it. Must have been.
I remember doing one a while back at the Manor in Aylesbury, and we did bottomless there, and they did top it up.
Okay, so they come round to top it up.
They just come and topped it up, yeah, but you have to have the same drink, I believe. So, this one, I think we'll be buying the Prosecco because it's Katie's 60th birthday, so it's my sister-in-law's birthday.
Aww.
So happy birthday to Katie, love you billions. And we'll be celebrating on Saturday, and Sunday I'll probably be sleeping. With a little bit of a hangover.
Sleeping it off.
I haven't had a hangover for a long time, so I'm sure this
you do one.
I'll definitely do one.
Do you put them in the calendar? Like, I'm due
Yeah.
Good.
No running on that Sunday morning then?
No, absolutely not. I'm out.
Love that. Love that. What about you, Karma?
I am probably off to an aeroplane rally at the weekend in the camper van, hopefully. And I'm off to have a tattoo done next week, a matching tattoo with my daughter. I'm really excited about that. And then I think it's a 40s or a 50s. I can't remember which one it is, and there's no signal here, so I can't check. But an afternoon at Highclere Castle, which will be lovely, and then friends' barbecues as well. Kind of eking out the most of the last bits of the summer. So
where is the tattoo going? And what's,
do you know,
can
I
you say what it's going to be or not, or is it a big secret?
So it's I can't describe.
Richard from Bucks Radio is making very strange sounds and faces at the moment.
Pointing to body parts.
To different parts of his body to where she's going to be having a tattoo.
I don't know. Either my top of my arm or on my thigh. I don't know. Yeah, because
are you literally going to decide when you walk in the door?
I am. Do you know, about 5 years ago, I decided I wanted a tattoo again, and I can't remember where we were. We were away on a road trip everywhere, and I saw a tattoo place, and I said to Holly and Abe and Jacob, I said, I'm just going to go in and ask for one. So I went up to the desk and said, have you got any availability? Could you fit me in now? They said yes. They said, what do you want? I said, I don't know. Give me pen and paper. And I sketched out what I wanted. Went round the corner and had it done.
No way.
Abe was
That
mortified.
was your own design?
Yeah, it's my own design. Abe was mortified. He was like, I can't believe you did that. Holly was like, full respect, Mum.
I didn't realise that.
I'm very impulsive, but this is planned. But the impulsive bit is I don't know where I want to put it. So yeah, I'll see.
I'm excited. You do realise you're going to get that one and you're going to want another.
I know. I've already got two, so I think, and I want one for my 50th as well that I've planned already, and that's coming round soon. So yeah,
that's very exciting.
Yeah.
Wow, brilliant.
What have you got coming up?
Actually, I've only got one. Well, I've got a few things, but we've got Salon Privé, which I think I mentioned on the last podcast this weekend, which is amazing supercars at Blenheim Palace. I know I mentioned it because I was saying about the dress code. So we've got that on Saturday, which is a really, really, really early start, but will be brilliant. So I'm really looking forward to that.
Brilliant.
And Sunday, no plans actually. And then next weekend, I'm not sure. I can't even think, if I'm honest. Because it's been such a busy few weeks, I can't even think what we're doing. But,
have you got your outfit?
I can't. You know when you've got an outfit but you're not sure. I've got one of those outfits, so it's fine. It will be fine to wear, but I need to have a little hunt around tonight actually because I've got a free night tonight. Just because I'm just not sure. It's 95%. But anyway, yeah.
I'm sure you'll look gorgeous.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
And you'll have so much fun.
So listen, before we wrap up, is there anything else we want to share with our audience about the Bucks County show? People who've never been before. How would you summarise it for someone who's never been before and might want to come next year?
Oh God! You know, it's quite diverse, isn't it? All the stalls are quite diverse. That was one thing that kind of struck me walking around it as well. You know, whatever you want, whether you want a bright pink hat or new welly boots or a piece of jewellery or some cheese socks, you know, there's something for everybody here. But I think if you've never been before, make sure you get yourself here next year.
Yeah,
it's really good. Yeah, brilliant. And come along and see Bucks Radio as well when you do come down here. Obviously.
Yeah, absolutely, because they're amazing. But yeah, no, I would agree. Like, you definitely have to come and see it. I think people originate. Well, I personally originally thought it was to do with farmers. So I thought it was all farming stuff, and it wasn't until I came, we've been twice now since this is our third time. So it wasn't until then that you realise actually there's more to it. I mean, this place has got funeral directors to tractors to tortoises and car shows over there. You know what I mean? So it is such a variety of stuff to see, and it's great for the kids, especially when it's nice. They can run around, and lots of doggies.
I bet it did. We should do some. We do some research, but I bet it did just. It's because isn't it the 185th one this year? And I bet it did just start off as a farming show, and it's just grown and got a bit more commercialised. But links. There's some links to farming. They're not all links, but brilliant.
Yeah.
Great. I agree. I think it's brilliant. Because we live in Weedon, we've been a lot since we've lived here. We've lived in the village for over 20 years, so we've been a lot. And actually, if I'm honest, it doesn't really change. It doesn't really change year on year. You might get a few new stalls and you might get a few new people, but the layout's the same. The actual format's the same. But I think it's a really nice day out. I think it's lovely.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and it's nice to have something so local to come along to.
Absolutely.
Brilliant.
That's great.
Okay.
Excellent.
So listen, that's a wrap on our Bucks County Show special. So we hope we managed to bring you a smile and some insight really as to what goes on here. Mainly the animals, tortoises, we'll tell you about that another time. The atmosphere, the laughter, and of course a few hustles along the way. So thanks for tuning into episode 12 of Hustle and Giggle. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to follow or subscribe wherever you listen. Your support means the world to us. Thanks as always to Bucks Radio, particularly to Richard, who spent 2 hours setting this up today in a field for us. Thank you, Richard. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
We'll be back soon with more chats, more giggles, and plenty more hustle. Until then, take care, and we'll catch you in the next episode. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
The Hustle and Giggle Podcast.